Money Magazine ranks Cary, North Carolina as the #5 best place to live in the entire country back in 2018. A lot has changed since then, so in this video we're going to explain everything you need to know about living in Cary, North Carolina today, and we're going to do it all in 7 minutes. Probably the main reason that Cary has grown so much is its central location really to everything. While it's still only about 15 minutes to get back and forth to Raleigh, you're a lot closer to RTP and RDU as well. Travel times to the airport are going to be about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's going to take you about 15 minutes to get over to RTP. RTP obviously has had major economic impacts on the Cary area as well, but there are some big major players here also outside of RTP. SAS, for example, which is the largest privately held tech company in the world, is headquartered here with a very large campus in Cary, North Carolina. Epic Games calls Cary, North Carolina home as well, and there are plenty of other employers in the area. All these job opportunities have allowed the population to absolutely explode to 180,000 people. Most of these jobs are very high-paying jobs as well. Most 70% of residents in Cary, North Carolina actually have a bachelor's degree or higher, and then the median household income for these areas with all of these great jobs is going to be paying about $125,000. Not only are the adults well educated, but the kids are too. Cary, North Carolina has some of the best schools in the Wake County area, and then Wake County system itself is certainly one of the better systems in the state. Great options for both public and private schools depending on what you are looking for. However, these schools are going to be zoned based on where you live. So if you would like to attend a particular school, be sure that's a discussion that you have with your real estate agent when you are navigating housing options. Cary is one of those places where it stretches into a few different counties, so there are school assignments for Wake County, Chatham County, or even Durham County. So be sure that you know where you will be attending school based on where you live. Also, there are enrollment caps for several schools in the Cary area as well. There's 24 total schools that have enrollment caps in all of Wake County, and Cary has several of them. In addition to the schools, there's several other factors that have made Cary, North Carolina so popular for folks that have families. And one of the main reasons is the parks and greenway system here in the area. Whenever Cary was developing their original master plan many years ago, they were very strict on their vision when they had early conversations with builders and developers. One of the main things that Cary really wanted to do is they wanted to maintain the very high quality of life that their residents had come to love, and they wanted to make sure that folks relocating to the area for that same reason were still able to have that high quality of life. So the greenway system that navigates through several residential areas, it's very connected. There's certainly lots of beautiful parks, nature areas as well. My personal favorite is the brand new downtown Cary Park. I mean, it really does have it all. There's places for the dogs to play, places to sit. There's a music pavilion, sky bridge. The surrounding real estate is absolutely gorgeous as well. Park Station right next to the park is probably one of my favorite areas that I'm able to do business in. You got Hemlock Blocks Nature Preserve and Bond Metro Park not too far away as well. A little bit more of the traditional wooded areas with paths to walk around. Going to the park or being out in nature is not necessarily your cup of tea. There are other things that you can look forward to doing in Cary, North Carolina. One of the biggest things to do is sporting events. So there's tons of collegiate sporting events between Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. And then Cary, North Carolina is actually home to the USA Baseball Complex, and it's where the NC Courage soccer team plays as well. If you want to get out and play some sports yourself, there are some great private golf courses like McGregor Downs and Prestonwood. Lockmere is also a great track if you are looking for something that you can pay to play as a public member. It's about $50-$60, not too bad. I always have a great time whenever I am out there with my buddies. Downtown Cary has some great events, very fun to walk around, to grab some dinner during the weekends. Cocoa Booth Amphitheater is a fun spot as well. Cary, one of the things that they are sort of lacking is that late night atmosphere. So downtown is going to be one of those places that's going to close a little bit earlier compared to maybe some areas like Durham or Raleigh. However, there is one area of Cary that has sort of become my favorite, certainly very popular with younger folks as well, that does stay open a little bit later, and that is Fenton. So Fenton is an absolutely beautiful mixed-use space in Cary, North Carolina. While operations are up and running, there are lots of new things that are coming to Fenton that we are certainly very excited about, but already they've got dining, shopping, you can lease office space there, you can rent an apartment there. There's a huge luxury movie theater, tons of restaurants. Sports and Social is probably one of my favorite areas to hang out in Fenton. You've got the PBR Cowboy Bar that's up on the second floor of Sports and Social as well. Again, this area is a little bit more vibrant, maybe a little bit younger crowd than compared to downtown Cary. So if you're looking to hang out a bit later than 10, 11, or o'clock, somewhere in Fenton is probably the spot for you. So Cary has all these elements that, make it so special. It's still poised for growth, in the future. RTP is continuing to grow. So what has that done to home prices here in Cary? Folks are very surprised when they hear about the median sales price, especially if they are relocating, and they thought North Carolina was going to be a lot cheaper. In Cary, that is often not the case. It's probably the most expensive area in the Triangle. The single-family median sold price over the last 12 months was just under $700,000 at $690,000. There's about 1,300 total transactions over the last 12 months. These are ranging from anywhere between $225,000 all the way up to $6.5–7 million. Most of these homes are sold very quickly as well. It's a very competitive market here in Cary, so be sure that you are working with an agent. Most of these homes are going to be sold in 4 or 5 days. On the townhome side, there are a couple options for something a little bit cheaper if that's what you're looking for. Median sales price for townhomes was right at $475,000. About 400 to 500 of those sold over the last 12 months, ranging from $250,000 up to about $1.25 million. So again, certainly some options for you here in the housing market, but things move very quickly. If you are getting serious about potentially making a move to Cary, North Carolina, myself and my team have helped thousands relocate here to the area, and we would certainly love to help you and your family as well. If you've got questions on is Cary right fit for you or not, or maybe you're looking at other areas, we would certainly love to help you out. All of my contact information can be found below, and as always, if you found something helpful from this video, please like and subscribe for us, and we will see you guys next week on our next video.